Hello, and welcome to another edition of Fix 64. I'm Darren Hadley, and today is another episode of me spending stupid money on something I don't need. But this is kind of different. Well, I've done eGPU stuff before, but this is the Thunderbolt 5 version of the Razer Core X. It's the V2 version. And I will be unboxing it and putting in a power supply and a graphics card, and we will try it on USB 4 or Thunderbolt 4 and Thunderbolt 5, and they'll all be in the same computer if I can make it work. So stay tuned. Okay, let's get this thing out of the box. Oh yes, Razer Core X V2. Yeah, this was pretty expensive for no power supply, but you kind of have to have your own power supply anyway, so that works. Because I doubt if they put like a 250 watt or 300 in here, you wouldn't be able to power a 5090 or anything. Plus they made it so it's lengthy and it can fit bigger cards, so that's cool. Okay, I flipped it, got it out of the box. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, it's kind of like a little SFF little mini computer. Oh, it's got 4 slots in the back. Interesting. And it has the logo up front. I believe that glows. So yeah, let's undo these thumb screws. Okay, so according to the instructions, it should just come straight up, which is very different. Oh yeah, that was easy. Okay, looks like you have your power supply, your PCA power, nice little rubber stands there for the power supply, 120 millimeter fan that goes to the system board, and yeah, I think you can control that in Razer Synapse. And then of course your slot and your fun little lights. Cool. Cable management. Alright, so you got an instruction manual, the official stickers, a support card, Thunderbolt 5 cable. See the 5. And some more thumb screws. I might want to leave the instructions out. I mean, I couldn't even figure out how to get the lid off. See, that's why I do what I do, so you can watch me mess up and not mess up yourself. Oh yeah, there's a Thunderbolt port. So what we need is a power supply and a graphics card. Okay, so these extra thumb screws are for our power supply. I think I'll do the 5090, but Oh wait, I was gonna test it on, I may not do Oculink. I may just test this against Thunderbolt 4 and Thunderbolt 5. Yeah, kind of see if there is much of a difference between Thunderbolt 4 and 5, or it's kind of interesting. I want to know. Okay, here we have the ASRock PG1300G. This power supply actually has a sensor on it, and if the cabling starts getting too hot, it will shut the whole thing down, which is cool for the 5090, because those are known to just start on fire and blow up and Michael Bay the whole house. Here's that power supply. Let's turn it that way, fan out. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna fit. Oh yeah, well. Yeah, these cables are huge. Okay, the CPU cable is huge. Look, you know, I'm gonna just start kind of cable managing. See what happens with the other one. Okay, that's gone to the GPU. I need this. To go there. Yeah, there's no way it's cable managing that great. In fact, that's crazy. They make these cables so huge. And if you just, there's, okay, maybe 10-watt power supply. Hopefully the yeah, I'm glad that has a wire cage on it. Okay, now for the 5090. Okay, this 5090 is a 2-slot. Okay, oh, those are easy. Nice. Okay. Huh. Hope the lid goes back on it. I don't want to thin this too much. Yeah. Oh boy. This 5090 scare me. Oh, I think that's it. Who needs cable management when you can just hide the mess? Okay. Wow, that's heavy. That just made this as heavy as a computer. Ooh. Yeah, so then that is one large eGPU. I guess there's only one thing left to do. Benchmark it. Okay, anyway, the 5090 thing didn't work out quite well. The system I was going to put it in, I just could not get the Thunderbolt X5 from Asus to work in their motherboard at Thunderbolt 5 speeds, or so I mean, it just doesn't seem right. The scores are identical to the Thunderbolt 4, so I am going to put this 5080 in this Aoostar, or however you say it, AG02, and connect the Thunderbolt 4, which this is, to my Alienware 18 Area 51, and test this against the Core X V2 from Razer with the same card. I'm trying to keep everything as exact as I can, and it was going to work out well in the other computer, but it didn't. And I've been doing this for probably 10 hours now, and I'm sick of it. So I'm just going to try this method. So yeah, all I'm trying to do is compare Thunderbolt 4 to Thunderbolt 5. And on that other system, they were identical scores. Every benchmark, everything, it was like it was all Thunderbolt 4. So this way I hope it distinguishes the difference, but I'm not sure. So what I have here is a MSI Inspire 5080 that I'm going to use in a future build. And yeah, it's a really, really pretty card, gold. So yeah, we'll be putting this in here, and we will do benchmarks on the Alienware. I was gonna do a whole separate video on the Alienware, but not now. Oh, that's some stiff cabling. But yeah, and then another thing, I tried the 5090. I was gonna put the 5090 in here, but there's not four. The 5090 needs 4 8-pin connectors. So you can tell in my voice I've kind of had it at this point. But I want to get a good comparison of Thunderbolt 4 versus 5. And I hope this does the job. Okay. There we have it. Let's get this hooked up to the Alienware and try a Thunderbolt 4 connection. And we will see if there's any difference with the same card in the Razer Core X V2 Thunderbolt 5. Okay, got the Aoostar hooked up to the Alienware. And let's start it up and see if it connects. Okay, I'm ready to do a Geekbench with Thunderbolt 4. Thanks to the fixer script at eGPU.io, I think it was. I Can't remember who made it, but thank you so much, whoever you are. I donated. We got this up and running, and I'm ready to do a benchmark. Okay, Thunderbolt 4 eGPU on an Alienware 18 Area 51, 208 360 Vulkan score. Yeah, it's looking about normal on that. This is, this laptop does have a laptop 5080 in it, but it is utilizing the Thunderbolt one. Let's see. Okay, yeah, 208. Here's the last couple of 5090 scores. Here is, let's see, in the Aurora R15, 252, 469. Here is a MSA2 score with Oculink, 238, 499. So yeah, this 208 360 seems about right for Thunderbolt 4. So we will do some of our other benchmarks and then try Thunderbolt 5. I just noticed the 5070 Ti that's in the system that I was trying to get up and running with the Thunderbolt 5. Anyway, it had the RTX 5070 Ti in it, and it actually scores better inside the computer than Thunderbolt 4. So this should be interesting to see what happens with Thunderbolt 5. Okay. First test, still Nomad. Wow, that eGPU is definitely working. I can hear the fans. Okay, we're 8,324. So remember that. Okay, the 275H, 58, 60s, lower. And the GPU, yeah, that's probably when it ramped up at the very beginning, 80s. Then it went down from there. Alright, let's move on to Time Spy. Not extreme, just Time Spy. Okay, 25,920, graphics score 28,428. CPU looks pretty good, 17,281. And CPU temps 60s, 70s, 60s. GPU's down there in the 60s. 60s, 70s, 60s, 70s. And yeah, never gets, they'll stay pretty nice, the GPU. Okay, that one under load. Okay, we have a 14,633, graphics score 15,257, and CPU 11,880. Yes, I did Time Spy Extreme, I just had to do it. So we'll have one more thing to compare. GPUs in the 40s, 60s, and 70s. Oh wait, that's the CPU. CPU's in the 70s. It gets into the 80 category, but nothing real concerning or anything. And then the GPUs, yeah, in the 60s. Cool. Okay, let's get on to Thunderbolt 5. Okay, I am back. The Razer is hooked up via Thunderbolt 5. And finally, a different result. We got 218026 with the RTX 5080. That is 10,000 over the last score. So that's where I was thinking of seeing things. Now, compared to Oculink, Oculink was still getting 238, 499. But that was maybe the processor had something to do with that. That was the 9955HX. For now, we're just going off of the Alienware. So, anyway, yeah, little improvement. Let's see what it does on the other synthetic benchmarks. The benchmark came out the same. So, what is happening here? Maybe there isn't much of a difference on this sort of benchmark. Yeah, CPU temps 60s, 50s. And graphics. Okay, let's try another one, I guess. We'll go in the same order. Okay, this kind of just went up slightly. 26,191, I think. Well, in fact, no, I think it even went down, and well, the graphics score went up, I think, but I'm thinking the overall score's down. Wow, I don't know if I know what I'm doing with these Thunderbolts. That's weird. I don't know. I just thought I would see closer to Oculink or even better. So this is really weird. Yeah, so we're on TimeSpy Extreme now, and I'm gonna have to check into this, but you know, this Thunderbolt 5 thing's so new that not a lot of people are talking about it yet, so I don't know. To me, it just seems like why buy a Thunderbolt 5 eGPU when you can just do a Thunderbolt 4? But I think so far Oculink's the best still, but I don't know how it could be. I mean, the bandwidth is way smaller than the Thunderbolt 5. So yeah, I'm confused. We'll see how it comes out on this. Okay, there's pretty much no difference. So yeah, I don't know if I'm messed up. I mean, that's not saying a lot. Or if it's just these types of benchmarks, I have no idea what the deal is. I know the eGPU is running. The fans are going full blast on the graphics card while these are running. I don't get it. But anyway, you know, Thunderbolt 5 is still very early on in its deployment, so we'll see. So yeah, I wouldn't totally go off of my figures here, because I really don't know. I just thought it would be a lot higher than Oculink, and it seems to be hovering right around Thunderbolt 4. The only thing where there was a difference was Geekbench. So I know there's a difference, but it seems like 3D Mark doesn't matter. And this is what I was testing on the other system, and I thought the Thunderbolt 5 PCIe card wasn't working because I was getting the same results. So this has happened now on two systems with Thunderbolt 4 and 5 being tested. In fact, the other system I tested totally through a Thunderbolt 4 port and then tested through a Thunderbolt 5, and same exact thing. So I think I'm done with the whole Thunderbolt 5 versus 4 for now. Maybe something will come out like that helps it. Maybe someone else will come up with something. I don't know. But for right now, I'm kind of at a loss here. So anyway, I was hoping for more. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you to all my viewers and subscribers. And if you like this sort of thing where you get repetitive results, click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.